Okay, welcome to Spring Air. Today we're going to try and figure out if your cold air drop is sufficient for your new air conditioning system. And here's how we're going to do it. First thing, let's take a look as you go down into your basement. You're going to see this. And what I want you to do is take the cover off of this guy right here and look at the nameplate and see what the CFM rating of that is and write that down if you can find it. Some you can't find. Now if you can't find that CFM rating, and I'll explain what that means later, we're going to then do this. Let me clean this up for 1 second. That should do it for us. That's close as we're going to get for now. Alright, so you come down and this is what you see. You can't find your nameplate rating, so you're not exactly sure what CFM the furnace is. And we're going to have to figure that out. And we're going to measure the cold air return, the drop. So again, what we're trying to assess is there enough air returning back to the furnace for the size of the air conditioner that we're going to put in there. And so you need this measurement and then this measurement from here to here. Okay, so the length and the width of this drop on this duct. And when you get that, we're going to compare that to a ductilator. So let's say that we have a 20 by 8 return, a drop, okay? And let's say that we want to put in a 2.5 ton air conditioner because you've done your heat load calculation or you've had somebody come do it for you and you know that that's the size that you need. So how do you determine that this cold air drop is properly sized for a 2.5 ton air conditioner? What we use is a tool called a ductplater, and that is this guy right here. Now I've made a small one of these and put it on the site for you so you can print it out and take it downstairs with you, or it should work on your mobile as well. But what this ductplater tells us is what size duct will allow how much air through it or how much CFM through it. So a 6-inch flexible duct will allow 75 CFM to flow through it. And that's flexible duct. Now on round metal duct, a 6-inch will allow 85 CFM to flow through it. Okay, and that's round metal duct. Now if we drop down to the rectangular duct size estimates, and we see that we have if we go back to the picture, remember I wrote it down so as not to forget, we have a 20 by 8 inch return coming back to the furnace. So if we find the 8-inch rectangular duct right here and drop down to 20 by 8, we see that its design CFM is 750 CFM. And what I did with this is I kept color codes so it's easier for you. So everything that's in this tan color correlates with size and CFM, and then black is CFM and size, and then red CFM and size. So we had a 20 by 8, and that's 750 CFM. Now, we know that a 2.5 ton air conditioner is 1200 CFM. So no, this would not be the proper size for this. What would be the proper size? Let's go back to our ductlator. And for each ton of cooling requires 400 CFM, right? So we've got 2.5. That means it's going to be 400 times 2.5, which works out to 1000 CFM. And then there's the 2.5, and we need, again, 400 CFM per ton. That's what the manufacturer wants. And it'll be in his literature. It'll state that. So we need at least 1000 CFM, and maybe a little bigger. So you need rectangular, either a 26 by 8, because here's 1020 CFM, and it's a 26 by 8. And if we come over to the 10 inch, we can do a 20 by 10, and that'll give us 1060. A 12 inch, we can go to a 12 by 18 rectangular duct, and that'll give us 1100 CFM. And I don't know, we can't really do a 6 inch. So that's the design parameters that you have. That's how we figure out if your cold air return is sufficient for your home.